What did I just watch? I swear I don't understand what I just watched. Like I don't get it. This was not what I was expecting for this game at all. Like it was not what I was expecting for this game. I didn't expect Arsenal to have possession, more ball possession than a Pep Guardiola team. Arsenal having more possession than Pep Guardiola's team. For the first time, I saw Pep trying to defend a 1-0 lead. The Pep I know tries to kill off the game. Like he will kill off the game. Two goals, you know that the game is over. But this one was trying to defend a 1-0 lead. He took off Alan, took off Doku, brought in a defender, brought in another defensive midfielder. I swear I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. I was also shocked to see him like not even try to attack. He was trying to play transition football. He didn't come to the Emirates to attack, to come and play football. He came to play smash and grab. And that would have been the case if not for Martinelli. Because Man City scored early. And after that goal, I didn't see them do anything in that game. Again, in my opinion, Arsenal deserved to win that game because Arsenal were the better team. Arsenal were the ones trying to score. Arsenal were the ones trying to win that game, trying to create chances. Even though they didn't have enough creativity in attack, but they were still the ones trying to create, trying to win the game. City did not come to win that game. City did not come to attack. They might have come to win, but they didn't come to play to win. Like I didn't see that at all. I didn't see that. Arteta started the game the way Pep finished it. I don't know if that makes sense. Right? Arteta started the game with his starting lineup the way Pep finished it. Pep took out all his attackers and decided to play defensive game. Arteta started more defensively. He should have been braver. He should have started easy. You can even start Merino, but start easy. I was even more surprised he started Trossard than Merino. But yeah, Arteta should have been braver because Arsenal deserved to win that game. They didn't just have enough creativity in attack to win it, in my opinion, man. There are so many questions. There are so many questions. Does Arteta trust in his attack? Does Arteta believe that his attack is good enough to come back if Arsenal concede? Because I think that's what Slot has. Slot trusts in his attack so much that he doesn't really care about the defense. The defense, they will do their thing. But he trusts in his attack so much that if you score against Liverpool, he trusts so much in his attack that they would equalize and probably win the game. I don't think Arteta does trust his attack like that. I don't think so because he wouldn't de- depend so much on his defense if he trusts his attack. I know he scores a lot of goals. He has broken goal scoring records, but from the way he plays, from his philosophy, I feel like he trusts the defensive game more than the attacking game. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. I've also come to realize that Arteta is a pragmatic manager. Not like I've realized that some time ago, but now he has now cemented it in my mind that I am a pragmatic manager because today he had the opportunity to start easy. Man City were there for the taking. So he had the opportunity to start easy, but he didn't. He decided to go with the more conservative play. This just shows me that Arteta is a pragmatic manager, right? He's a pragmatic manager, and the sooner as Arsenal fans understand that, the better it is for them to now just know that this is how we play. This is who we are. We are being coached by a pragmatic man who likes his defense first before any other thing, right? Because we're at home. I expect that if we're at home, we should be the ones on the front foot. But Arteta believes that the players he has there have enough to go and attack, to go and create. That's how he sees it. That is how he sees it. We might not see it like that. The fans might not see it like that. But he does. He obviously doesn't care about the fans, the feelings of the fans. The fans can shout from today to next day that Eze should start, Wanere should start. He doesn't care. He doesn't listen to all that. He listens to what his philosophy tells him. Like that's how I think Arteta plays. That's his philosophy. That's how he sees it. Right. So the sooner Arsenal fans can understand that, the better it is for them. They won't be crying every weekend. Me, I understand that. So whatever he gives me, I'll take. As long as he's winning, as long as he's not just losing games anyhow. Whatever he gives me, I'll take. And if he does not win the titles, if he does not win the cups, the club might have to let him go. I am an Arsenal fan. I'm not Arteta first before Arsenal. I'm Arsenal first before Arteta. So that's who I think Arteta is. Now the difference between Arteta and Slot, I already said that. And this is not me saying Arteta cannot win titles being pragmatic. He can win titles being pragmatic, right? We've seen Jose Mourinho do it. We've seen Diego Simeone do it. So we've seen Conte do it. So who says he can't? He can definitely win um, cups and titles being pragmatic. Back to the game. Arsenal's main threat was Madueke, right? He did well today, but still couldn't finish. Still couldn't create. Still couldn't put in a good ball, a ball good enough to get an assist or this thing. So his end product is still lacking, in my opinion. Gyökeres fed off scraps. There was no service. He didn't get any service, so he was feeding off scraps. Um, it wasn't a good game for him. Arsenal's depth came back into play again today because Martinelli came from the bench. Martinelli and Eze came from the bench to come and win Arsenal the game, which is something we can look at as a positive because now we know that okay, we have players on the bench that can come and win games. Saka is back. That's also a positive. Was he rushed back? I don't think so. The length of time they've given you that the player is injured and is healed is the length of time. So why should you keep the player on the bench just because you don't want people to think that people to say yeah you are rushing him back? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't believe in all that. Um, yeah, I think Ateta realized that he made a mistake with his starting lineup early in that game when he saw the way Man City played. Like he realized it that oh my goodness, I should have started an attacking midfielder because Man City didn't come to play; they just came to sit back. You know, so I think he realized that, and then but there was no way he was going to make the changes in the first half. So he made the change immediately. The second half started. So yeah, that's another positive to look at. All in all, it was a good game of football. If you ask me, it was a sweet game. And he should be leaving Ateta asking himself if he made a mistake, and he should be saying, "Do I really want to win the league? Is this philosophy I have, is it enough to win this league?" Liverpool, they are running away. Oh. It's now a four. Is it 4 point gap or is it 5 point gap? Yeah. My verdict about the game is that as much as I like how solid we've become in defense due to Arteta's way of football, as much as I like that, I think he should know when to play cautious. I think he should start looking at when to play cautious. And this wasn't the game for him to play cautious. This wasn't the game because City were there for the taking, if you ask me. And if he was braver, I think starting more midfielders and the creative ones would have given them a better chance of winning the game. That is how I see it. That is my verdict about the game. There's also a narrative that I want to talk about. This playing not to lose a game narrative. It's such a rubbish narrative. Which manager plays to lose a game? What manager plays to lose a game? Yeah, they will say he's playing not to lose. What manager plays to lose? Right? What Arteta does is because no, what Arteta does is he platforms his team by maximizing the strength of the team, which is the defense, right? That is what he's going to prioritize. That's what he will try to maximize and try to use to win the game, which he has done more than 80% of the time since Arsenal started becoming a serious team again. He has done that. Slot platforms his team by maximizing their strength, which is the attack. Being a pragmatic manager is not bad, but you have to back it up with titles. Yeah, you have to back it up with titles. Like I said, we've seen Jose do it, we've seen Simeone do it. If you don't back it up with titles, people will keep calling you a coward. Note to you, Arteta. Guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my videos. See you in the next video. Peace.